Hey, John here. So I just plowing with this ATV or side by side. Does a great job, right? But this is that heavy, really heavy snow, backbreaker stuff. And no problem. Plowing most of this, and she broke. I just went and got the camera because I got to get to the bottom of this. It's out there, but let me go show you what happened. So I just got this. It's a brand new machine. I can't believe this. I'll show you what happened. Which this is the second time it's been used for snow plowing, and the actual second time it's actually been used. So the thing has no problem pushing snow, especially this heavy wet stuff. And look what just happened, which is crazy because that's a 3,000 pound winch. A cable snaps right in two. So that's kind of an issue. And I don't know why. Well, actually now looking at this thing. Okay. Alright, that's probably what the problem is right there. That bottom piece, I think, is supposed to roll. And I can see it's got some grooves on there. So it's probably like sawing it. And between two snowstorms, that's all it took. Huh. Didn't notice that until just now. The top one is a roller. Well, we're going to have to take that off and find out why that doesn't roll. Alright, so that plow is light, really light. So for that cable to break, I can't believe just sawing back and forth on that. I mean, the cable should slip. It's winter. It's wet out. But that's what happened. So I got to get whatever that is, 14, 15, get this plate off and see why this sucker don't roll. And get to the bottom of that. That just sucks. So I can see right now that's got plastic bushings. So my guess is the plastic bushings, if there's any at all. I don't know. Something's goofy. That won't roll, but doesn't roll. Huh. So I had to take off a couple of plastic pieces to get to the plate here, because the bolts they have are on the inside, which you can't get to with a wrench to hold it, so they just spin, because this is all blocked with this plastic stuff. And so what was I going to say? Oh, so here's the problem. And, you know, first of all, this winch, 3,000 pound winch, right? So there's no way a cable should break from lifting a light-ass plow. And these guides here are not really, at least these guides, are not really designed to take any weight. They're just kind of designed for the cable to go back and forth, because if you're using a winch, it's basically coming straight out. But there might be some torque on here, but here's a problem. These Chinese machines, they're trying to cut corners. I get that's a plastic bushing in there. So this is the bottom roller. So of course the plow's got wicked amount of torque on, you know, when you're pushing it up and down or pulling it up and down. The cable's resting, and it's, you know, it's basically you know, really got some torque on this bottom roller. So this is the second time I use this, and the bushings just snapped, are broken too. So it doesn't rotate. I'll have to take it off, show you the bushings, but you can see them, they're just kind of broken there. So that's kind of wonky. Top one rolls, and I'm not just going to replace the top with the bottom one here. I'm going to have to go ahead and make this better. Wow, what a wonky design. And it's got some burrs in there from the cable just sawing there. So it probably caught a burr every time it was going up and down and just sawed it, and then the cable kapowie. So let me get this apart. See if I get some bushings. Alright, so I couldn't find any bushings to save the life. So this plastic thing here, right? This is basically, I don't know if this is 7/16, whatever it is. That's the only thing that was riding on this, you know, the plastic. So of course, once you put weight on it, right, broke, smushed it. So because I can't find a bushing, and I need to get this thing back together right quick, I got some stainless bolts, right, and they almost fit in there, just about fit in there. These are 7/16 20 cut, or 20 thread, 7/16 20, and I'm just going to knock down these corners so it should slide in there. I got enough room to fill this tube up, and this bolt passes right through them, so it'll just ride like that, but it'll be all solid metal, right, once I get them shaved down. be all solid metal, put it back on. Well, I'll swap this out with a new one, or with the top one, because this is all gummed up. Then I'll have to fix the cable, so let me, like I said, I'm just going to take a grinder, actually probably just a wheel, grinder wheel, and just, I just got to knock these corners down, each one. Shouldn't take long. Yeah, so I just loaded them up on this, you know, just to do them all at once. Zing, zing, right, grind them down. So now I got all them pretty much ground up. Where's that piece? Let's see if this sucker will slide on with a fairly tight fit. Oh yeah. Alright, so that's going to work. And now, when you got, I'm going to put this new one, or the one that's not marred up, I'll swap out. And because this will be on the bottom, see with the plow, it's always going to be on the bottom, so I have no, you know, I mean, I guess you can do all of them, but these stainless nuts, they're not exactly cheap, so I'm just going to do the bottom just because that's the only where this cable is operating as far as, you know, this plow goes. And if I'm in a field and need to winch somebody out, you know, like I said, it's basically straight on. These guys are basically worthless as far as load capacity, so I'm only going to address the bottom one because that's all my issue is right now. Once again, this is so wonky. So I'm putting these are what the bushings look like, these little plastic deals. I'm putting this in the one that got goofed up. And I just can't believe. I mean, this is, I don't know how to show this, but this bolt, the only thing riding on this thing is that. This is just like stupid. So I'll, like I said, I'll swap them out. And they don't even press in very good. Look at that. That's just hideous. And we'll put this back together. Alright, so as you can see there, it's all tangled up, but that was most likely when I was trying to lift the plow and I was like, you know, why wasn't it lifting? I kind of left it on probably too long. It got tangled up, and then I went the other way. Probably got all bound up, but I see this now. This cable's compromised right here, so I'm gonna have to get this out, and it's locked in there. Everything's knotted up. So this winch actually has a free spool, so I just clicked it to free spool. I'm gonna have to get something on here to see if I can yank that cord loose, or I'm gonna have to get in there and start cutting cable, which is ridiculous. Alright, so I hooked a pair of vice grips up there and give it a good yank. It came out, but there's a lot of messed up. There's a couple of kinks in there, so even all the way up to there, which you don't let that much out for a plow. So I went to there. I'm just going to cut it there. This thing's 50 feet long, and then mend it there because it's a pretty good kink. So if you're going to do this fix with the nuts in there, I would seriously recommend doing it, you know, with the stainless nuts, because if you use regular, first of all, they got to be 7/16 by 20, right? And then if you use like regular steel, they're probably just going to rust together over time. They probably rusted this thing because there's no way in hell that's stainless, right? And they'll probably rust to the through bolt too, and then it'll be seized up again, and then you'll be gnawing at it like this again. So these roll right now, and like I said, I will probably take this off again and load it up with grease just for, ow! Just stabbed myself. So I got this thing in here just, and how I'm going to repair it with some of these furrows here, but this is for 1/8 cable, so I don't have anything for the, whatever that is, 1/4 inch. So once I get that repaired, it'll be fine, I'm sure. So it's the next day because didn't have those orange parts there, so I had to go get them. I had to wait till the next day, and now everything's frozen solid, so it's like 4 degrees outside. So putting this hook back together, there's a couple ways you can do it. We got this, which is the original, the way they did it with the original, and we do have a swag tool, not quite what they had, so I'm probably going to use this. But if you don't have a swag tool to crush that, you can use these stainless, you know, they just kind of squish the wire with a U-bolt, and they're fine, I guess. But I want to do it the original way. I use one of these and do it that way. We want to go counterclockwise because the cable spins to the left. I might have to cut it again after this. Guess I'm gonna have to try to hold it without smushing it. Yeah, that's better. Oop. I don't know if this is the proper way to do it, but it's the way I'm doing it. There we go. So that's on. Now we got to loop this, right? Get one of these. I might have to cut it again. Get some frays. 3/16. Does it fit? Yes, it does. So we're just going to loop that. Feed it through here again. Yeah, there's just that one little strand. We can get it started. Oh, there we go. We got it started. Alright, so we got that in there. Let's get this sucker in there. Alright, that's about as tight as I can get it by hand. And I'm going to use the frozen ground. There we go. Alright, so I know that's going nowhere. She's crimped good. Alright, so that's crimped as about as it's going to get. Now we get our hook. Of course that's stainless. There we go. Alright, that should do the trick. Let's put our little funky strap back on. And go hook it up. In! So it's just going to be rubbing, or always in this position on that cable. Up and down. But the thing is rolling. Before it wasn't rolling, it was just scraping, and I think it created a burr there, and then it started scraping the cable, and that was its demise. But unfortunately, this downslope is just a lot of torque there. Anyways, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. If you have this problem with your roller bearing, which is not even a roller bearing, you know, the original stuff, just two pieces of plastic, it probably broke instantly with the weight on this. That was my temporary fix, I guess. Could be a permanent fix, I suppose, but until I get some more ideas, I guess I'm just going to leave it like that and see how things ride. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you next time.